enlightenment? First of all, let's understand essentially what enlightenment is. This can be explained in many different ways, but essentially what enlightenment is, look, there are the way our body is made, it has different layers. If we just look at it simply, you can also feel this. You see, we have our physical body, right? Then we have our mental body, then energy body, right? Essentially, we are just looking ourselves from gross body to subtle body. Now, here the enlightenment means the core of life, which is the subtlest part of our body and subtlest part of the existence itself. When that subtlest part starts moving through you thoroughly, inside out, that is the state of enlightenment. This has been said in many different ways. Like once this happens, you will start getting know the intricacies of existence. Who are you? The core part of you. Once this movement of the core of life happens within you, automatically you will start getting to know many things about life, which is normally not available to the people. That's what is said. Your awareness will start getting enhanced. You will experience higher pitch of life, higher vibrancy of life. So that's what the term enlightenment means. There has been many misunderstandings as well in the world about the word enlightenment. But essentially, this means the core of life has started to move within you. Now, what is the way to enlightenment? Let's look at that. So, when we say life, in the body we are living, the life is already moving within the body, and that's how we are said to be living beings. Every animate, inanimate things in the world have life within them. Certain pitch of vibrancy is there. But what differentiates different animate and inanimate objects is the vibrancy of life. That's what differs between different things in life. So life is anyway moving. It's not that it's not moving, but it is moving in different packets. Let's look at this way. We said if we look at our body, how we are experiencing life, it can be categorized in let's say essentially 3 parts. Certain times it can be categorized into 4 parts, 5 parts. So if we say physical body, mental body and energy body. Mental body can be categorized into 2 parts. If we make it emotional body different and intellectual body different. So physical body, mental body, emotional body, energy body. And also there has been categorized this as a course: Annamaya course, Manomaya course, Pranamaya course, Vijnanmaya course and Anandmaya course. And this can be categorized in essentially 2 bodies as well, just gross body and subtle body. So gross body and subtle body are relative terms. Say physical body is gross body of mental body, energy body, right? And energy body is subtle body of mental body and physical body. So when we say life, it is the subtlest part of our body. When we say energy body, this can include Vijnanmaya course and Anandmaya course in it. So essentially there are only, if we want to understand in this simple way, let's look at the grossest part of the life is physical things, the material world, and the subtlest part is the life itself. If we just look at the life in its extreme 2 ends, it is just physical body and the energy body. This includes everything. And when you want to understand how life functions in ourselves, we can involve mental body in it as intermediary form of life in our body. Physical body, mental body and energy body. So these are different forms of life. Different forms of life functions within living being. So these are just different patterns and different let's say densities of life, the movement of different densities of life. So it moves in packets Okay, so in physical body, life happens. Let's say when we eat, okay, when we eat food, um, we are just consuming the energy in packets. Okay, each morsel of food contains energy. We are just eating it one by one and making the part of our body, and then gradually the energy will be the um, extracted from it, and becomes part of body, um, giving energy to the functions of our body, and other things of the food will um, just moved out of our body as excretion process. So and then that energy will be transferred to different parts of our body to sustain the functions of different organs, gross and subtle. If we look at mental body, so mental body again is subtle form of physical body only, but we are feeling it as something different, some different sensations in our body. Let's say intellectual sensations, emotional sensations in our mind. These are subtle stimulations we are experiencing. In physical body, we have five senses, okay? And through five senses we are experiencing different stimulations. So in mental body we are again experiencing different stimulations within us. So these stimulations are nothing but the movements of life, and these stimulations can also affect how energy behaves in us. So when we say motivation, inspiration, right, love, jealousy, anger, different states of our mind is also kind of infusing energy in a different way, in subtle form. Let's say we are getting energy from food. In the same way, we are getting energy from different mental states as well. Right now, science is neuroscience. Certainly, knowing which part of our mind works when different emotions occurs within us, how it infuses a spark within mind, within brain. They are knowing, so that it is a kind of a part of our physical body as well. Okay, actually the body is actually the one, but we are just categorizing into different parts just to understand it. Otherwise all this thing is just integrated one body, let's say one life. So life moves certain way in mental body. If we look, if we are sensitive enough, there are different other sensations happening within the body, which is different from physical sensations, mental sensations. These are subtler than both. We can say it the movement of energy body. When you are eating food or or any kind of movements happening in physical body and mental body. If you observe enough, there is also another subtle movement going within the base of this physical and mental body. Let's say when you are thirsty, when you're too thirsty, and when you just get to drink water, when you're just drinking water, one thing is you are testing water, that is the physical body. You are feeling some, when you just drink the water, you feel certain state of mental satisfaction as well. But when you are drinking the water, if you just observe it, how it moves through your body, there is one more subtle sensation is going. If you can observe, so that's a different kind of movement of life happening in our physical body, in our mental body as well. So this is how life energy is moving in different patterns. Okay, let's say in different packets of energy. So if you just want to again understand it, we can illustrate it in this way. Let's say physical material world. Okay, if you just break it, the material world, it is right now everybody is knowing that at the fundamental core of the material world, if you just break it apart, is all compounds. Okay, if you break up the compounds, it's molecules, and if you break up the molecules, it's atoms. Okay, if we break the atoms, we are getting subatomic particles, and there are fundamental particles in the universe. Okay, and at last science is observing the wave particle dual nature of the energy as well. So if we see these particles, let's say these are different packets of energy moving in certain patterns. So essentially fundamental life energy is moving, but moving in a particular condensed manner. And in order to sustain our existence, we have to get the energy from somewhere. So we are getting it from food. Okay, there are old processes of our body, let's say food, sleep, okay, procreation. Then we engage in social activities, worldly activities, okay, business, job, okay, relationships, love, okay, motivation, inspiration. These are all different ways to get the energy to sustain our existence. But these are all ways to get the life energy in particular form, and for this everybody is doing things in their own way to energize themselves. We got hungry, we got thirsty, okay, we got tired, we get different kinds of needs in all the layers of our body. So in these different ways we are enabling the life energy to move within ourselves. So essentially, if we just break apart the food, okay, um, the movements of within the physical body, within the mental body, within energy body, if we just break it apart, if we just essentially the 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 core part of life is moving, okay. Um, but it is moving in packets. That's the way, that's the thing, and the packets are limited. Again and again, you have to get the packets, okay, decode the energy of it, then again encode within your body, and sustain the functions. And after some time, again, when the level of energy reduces, you again have to get those energies within the packets. So that's how we are sustaining the life. But if we want to unable to move life within ourselves in its core, then one thing is certain movements of life has to come to the stillness. So essentially, the way life has made, the way universe has made, okay, the way different things has made, then different beings came to existence. The direction of life is it came from formless state, then it started to make forms, okay, then forms get matured to certain extent, which further matured, and then again the forms are dissolving itself to the formless. That's the essential direction of life in the universe. So why we are saying spirituality? This term is only made for human beings, because the state of human being is a kind of a transient state of life from form to formlessness. We are essentially a link for the life to jump from a state of forms to the state of formlessness. So if we look at the fundamental longing of human beings, okay, everyone is doing something in life, not because they understand they have to do, but something from within pushes everyone to do something. This is the fundamental longing everyone is having. This fundamental longing is nothing but the life is pushing everyone to jump to the formlessness, but it is getting misunderstood, and everybody is running behind food, sleep, sex, worldly activities, love, knowledge. Okay, these are different stages everyone passes through. So this has been the tragedy for the human life. This has been a kind of process for the life to evolve itself within the human body to finally jump to the formlessness. But it happens in steps. It's not that the human being directly can jump to the formlessness. It has to evolve. The experience within the human being has to evolve. So everybody has different kinds of longing. Someone likes to have food, sleep. This has been essential, the goal for the life, just to have good food, good sleep, and that's the end of their life. Someone wants to have different pleasures of life. Someone wants to do many things in the world. Someone wants to know the emotional states. Then someone wants to know what this life is about. So essentially, everybody, if we just look at how life evolves within human being. So everybody first look for good food, okay, sleep, and that's the main thing in their life they are looking for. But once they lived enough just for food, okay, sleep, then somehow someday they feel like they are missing something. Something is they are not till that moment. They are just fulfilled with food and sleep, but then suddenly they just got unfulfilled. They see that it is something the food and sleep is not giving it. So then naturally they tend to look for what they are missing. So essentially the life at that moment, life just matured itself to move to the higher levels of dynamism within human being. So food and sleep is one way to have movement of life within us. Then life itself is seeking for more and more movements within human being. So that's the desire for pleasure then arises within human being, who is then matured enough from food and sleep. Then it asks for different pleasures of life. There are ranges of pleasures available for the human being. Again, there is no specific timeline that when a particular stage of life will get matured in one's life. Someone may spend whole lifetime in just one stage and don't evolve to next stage. But this can be continued in different lifetimes. And someone may mature itself from food and sleep to different pleasures and then different worldly activities and then higher and higher level of dynamism of life within uh, within one's body. So this has been categorized as um, the mature state of life in different bodies as Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gyan Yoga, and Kriya Yoga. So these are different states of life when they mature properly. So when our physical body matures properly for all of its actions, we say it as a Karma Yogi, the peak of Karma Yoga. When our emotional body experiences the peak, we say it's Bhakti Yoga. When our intellectual body experiences the peak of life, we say it Gyan Yoga. When our energy body experiences the peak of its movement, we say it Kriya Yoga. So essentially when one matures himself from food, sleep, pleasures, worldly activities, love, emotional states, then they start to know many things. They want to know many things about world and everything, the knowledge seekers. But still they find something is missing, and then they just become clueless as to what to do now. There are many people who have experienced this all, but still they try to indulge deeper and deeper, still not matured to question what is this life about. Still they are indulging in the material things and many states of mind, and somehow people get to know about yoga and pranayama. They are not getting satisfied about life, so they turn to different practices, Artha Yoga, then there is Ashtanga Yoga, there is Kriya Yoga. According to their level, they turn to different practices as to what this life is about. Because there are many people marketing yogic practices as the way to get the contentment of the life. So the first step is when the core of life has to move within you. The movement you are seeking, the movement you are acting for, has to come to an end. All your longings of physical body, mental body, emotional body, energy body has to come to an end. And those longings only can come to an end when you have tried everything to make physical body satisfied, to make mental body satisfied, to make energy body satisfied, to make emotional body satisfied. You have tried everything, and still you are not satisfied. Then there is no option left for you. Then when you realize that what you want to get cannot be achieved by doing something, there is no option left for you to do something. When you realize that is the state that you are not getting something by doing, then you cease to do all the things. That is the state when stillness arises within you. So, when this stillness is perceived in many ways in today's world. There is a boredom, there is a emptiness, loneliness. But essentially, apart from the psychological condition, it is the aloneness, the state of being empty within. That is the state of stillness. Essentially, you are empty within, but due to this longing, you are feeling that something is within you and you have to go somewhere. But when you realize that you have done everything but you are not getting anywhere, that is when you realize that there is no point in doing something. There is no point in doing anything. Then you cease to do. And it takes a lot of time to embrace the stillness, to embrace the boredom, to embrace the emptiness, to embrace the loneliness. This is the state which is required for the core of life to move itself within you. So essentially, the practices, all yogic practices, all physical exercises, asanas, hatha yoga, pranayama, dhyana, samadhi, okay, or say Kriya Yoga, okay, and everything is just to entertain yourself till you reach the state of this stillness. All the practices are just to make your physical body, mental body, energy body in balanced state. That you exercise your physical body, okay? You exercise your mental body, you exercise your energy body, you exercise your physical body by doing hatha yoga, different asanas, okay? You exercise your mental body by trying to know things about life, okay? Trying to surrender yourself, okay? By pranayama, you are exercising your energy body. So essentially, one thing is, this makes all the layers of your body fluid. Let's say if you want to sit, if you want to sit properly, okay, you want to do your daily activities properly, then there should not be any disease within you. So these practices in a way kind of remove diseases as well, and this has been the attraction of many to do the asanas and pranayamas. But this is not the fundamental purpose of it. But the thing is, only if you are free from, let's say, back pain, okay, let's say asthma, many diseases, only then you can look for something else. Otherwise, first thing you will see is your back pain, your leg pain, okay, and many things. So once you are disease free, once your body is at ease, only then you can realize that by doing everything still you are not getting satisfied. Only then you can focus on satisfaction, that I want to be satisfied. Otherwise, the first thing you want to do is remove my disease, okay, remove my problems, remove my bodily problems. That's the prime purpose you will do everything for. But once you are disease free, then your whole body will be at ease. Once your whole body will be at ease, then your focus can go on that by doing things I am not getting anywhere. Okay, whether it's pranayama, whether it's asana, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, whatever you do, it won't get you anywhere. Once you are at ease, you realize this. And once you realize this, there is no option left for you. There is no option left for you to do anything. And then you see, I can't do anything. Okay. I can't do anything to be satisfied. Okay, if you are looking that way, if you are looking that I want to know life, I want to know God, okay, then you realize that I can't do anything to know God. I can't do anything to know life. I can't do anything to satisfy myself. Every movement of action is limiting yourself to unsatisfaction. You realize that. And that moment you cease to do anything. Then what you can do? You can just allow. However way life is anyway happening, your body is functioning, your lungs are working, okay, breath is going, okay. Anyway, the process of life is happening in your body, happening within your body, around yourself, everywhere. So then you are just embracing this stillness and allow the life to happen itself without involving yourself in it. When you do that, embracing the stillness, embracing the emptiness, don't moving away from it, embracing the loneliness, that is the moment the core of life will move. That emptiness will move within you. that stillness will move. That stillness will do dance within you. Till that moment, the only thing is your longings, your doings are the only things restricting the core of life to move itself within you. From the first day itself, you can just jump to the stillness, but you can't do that because there are many things compelling you to do. There are many things moving within you to go through different things, to do different things. And that is what restricting the life, the core of life, to move directly, without any pattern. Not in packets, but fully, thoroughly, wholly. But now you have done everything. And still you got enough time of the life, and then you just allowed the life to happen the way itself is happening. That's when the core of life starts moving. When the fundamental substance of life starts moving, moving from layers of your body thoroughly, inside out, that's the state of enlightenment. That's the state of ecstasy. That's the ultimate satisfaction human beings are seeking. The ultimate longing of the human beings. But it can only happen in the state of non-doing, in the state of non-interference in the life process. But you can only do that, or in fact you can only come to that state when you have done everything, and then there is no longing for you, as you realize that the doing everything is getting you away from the life. It is no way getting nearer to what you are looking for. In that moment you cease to do anything, and then life starts to do things. When you cease to do things, that's enlightenment. Lives start to flow within you, just like a river. From whole universe. That moment when life flowing from you, you don't see anything different from yourself, because in that experience the life, which is the fundamental substance of existence, is only one thing. It is not different within you and around you. The layers of your body, the surrounding of your body is made up of that core substance of life. the core substance of life is same for you, for the whole universe. And when that core substance of life starts to move, you don't see yourself as different from someone. And that's why the enlightened beings say you will experience the oneness with life. That's the state of enlightenment. That core substance of life is God. They say you will know God when you are enlightened. No, self-realization. You realized yourself. What is the true you? God realization. You realized who made this whole creation. You yourself become God then.